That glass of milk sitting in your refrigerator, the one you've trusted your entire life to build strong bones, might be secretly undermining your health. We've been taught a simple story. Milk equals calcium equals strength. But for those of us navigating our 60s, 70s, and beyond, that story has become dangerously outdated. The modern dairy aisle is a labyrinth of choices, and hidden within it are options that can accelerate inflammation, disrupt your metabolism, and even weaken the very bones you're trying to protect. The truth is, the wrong glass of milk can be one of the most significant yet unrecognized roadblocks to a vibrant, energetic life in your golden years. It's time to unlearn the old myths and arm yourself with the knowledge that could redefine your health from this day forward. Before we delve into the 4 types of milk that you should treat like poison and the 4 that can be a true elixir of youth, let's ensure this vital information can reach everyone who needs it. If you believe in making informed decisions about your health, please take a single second to press the like button and another to subscribe to our channel. Your support is the fuel that allows us to continue creating content that empowers our community. It costs you nothing, but it means everything to us. Now, let's open that refrigerator door and begin our investigation. The first category of milk you must avoid is one that many still perceive as the most natural and wholesome. Number 1. Whole fat milk. The creamy, rich texture of whole milk is a memory many of us cherish from childhood. It was a symbol of nutrition and health. However, what once served our growing bodies can become a significant health liability after the age of saturated fat. While our bodies do need some fat to function, the type and quantity matter immensely, especially as our cardiovascular system ages. Each glass of whole milk contains a substantial amount of saturated fat, which directly contributes to an increase in low-density lipoprotein, or LDL cholesterol. Think of LDL cholesterol as a persistent, sticky substance flowing through your arteries. Over time, it adheres to the arterial walls, forming thick, hard deposits known as plaque. This process, called atherosclerosis, is like a slow, silent clogging of your body's essential plumbing. As the arteries narrow, blood flow to your heart and brain is restricted. This dramatically elevates your risk for 2 of the most feared health events for seniors: heart attack and stroke. It's not a potential risk, it's a well-documented physiological process. Consuming whole milk regularly is akin to consciously adding more of this plaque-forming substance to your system day after day. Beyond the direct cardiovascular threat, the high caloric density of whole milk poses another challenge. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, and we often become less physically active. This means our daily caloric needs decrease. A single glass of whole milk can contribute a significant number of calories without providing a corresponding feeling of fullness, making it easy to consume excess calories throughout the day. This can lead to gradual but steady weight gain. For an older adult, carrying extra weight isn't just a cosmetic issue. It places immense strain on our joints, particularly the knees, hips, and lower back, exacerbating arthritis pain and reducing mobility. This can create a vicious cycle. Joint pain leads to less movement, which leads to more weight gain and further muscle loss. Furthermore, research has increasingly pointed towards a connection between diets high in saturated fats and a decline in cognitive function. The health of your brain's blood vessels is just as important as the health of your heart's. By compromising blood flow and promoting inflammation, a diet rich in saturated fats from sources like whole milk can contribute to brain fog, memory issues, and an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative conditions. The comforting richness of whole milk simply isn't worth the high price it can exact on your heart, your joints, and your mind. Number 2. Flavored and sweetened milks. Walking down the dairy aisle, you'll see them shining under the bright lights. Chocolate milk, strawberry milk, vanilla milk, even coffee-flavored milk. They are marketed as a delicious way to get your daily dose of calcium and vitamin D, often presented as a treat that's also good for you. This is one of the most deceptive marketing ploys in the grocery store. These beverages are, in essence, desserts masquerading as health drinks. Their defining characteristic is a massive load of added sugar, often in the form of high-fructose corn syrup or cane sugar. For an individual over 60, a regular intake of this much refined sugar is like pouring gasoline on a fire. The primary danger is the development of insulin resistance. Every time you consume a sugary drink, your pancreas works overtime to release insulin, the hormone responsible for escorting sugar from your bloodstream into your cells for energy. When this system is constantly bombarded, your cells start to ignore insulin's signal. The sugar is left lingering in your bloodstream, leading to chronically high blood sugar levels. This is the direct pathway to prediabetes and full-blown type 2 diabetes, a condition that dramatically increases the risk of heart disease, kidney failure, nerve damage, and vision loss. The damage doesn't stop there. Sugar is one of the most potent inflammatory agents in our diet. Chronic low-grade inflammation is a silent enemy that underpins nearly every major age-related disease. It's the smoldering fire that contributes to the pain and stiffness of arthritis, the hardening of arteries, and even certain types of cancer. When you drink a glass of sweetened milk, you are actively choosing to fuel that inflammatory fire. You might feel it as increased aching in your joints or a general feeling of lethargy, but the internal damage is far more significant. Furthermore, these sugary concoctions can wreak havoc on your gut microbiome, the complex ecosystem of bacteria in your digestive system. Sugar feeds the harmful bacteria, allowing them to overpower the beneficial bacteria that are crucial for proper digestion, immune function, and even mental health. This imbalance, known as dysbiosis, can lead to bloating, digestive distress, and a weakened immune system, making you more susceptible to infections. The fleeting moment of sweet satisfaction you get from a glass of chocolate milk is a terrible trade-off for metabolic chaos, systemic inflammation, and a compromised gut. It's not a treat, it's a trap. Number 3. Raw, unpasteurized milk. In recent years, a movement has emerged championing the consumption of raw or unpasteurized milk. Proponents claim that it's a living food, full of beneficial enzymes and probiotics that are destroyed during the pasteurization process. For a senior, this line of thinking is not just misguided, it is extraordinarily dangerous. Pasteurization, the process of heating milk to a specific temperature to kill off harmful microorganisms, is one of the greatest public health advancements of the 20th century. It was introduced to combat the rampant spread of devastating diseases. Drinking unpasteurized milk is like playing a game of Russian roulette with your health, and for an older adult with a naturally declining immune system, the odds are not in your favor. Raw milk can be a breeding ground for a host of pathogenic bacteria, including Listeria, Salmonella, Campylobacter, and E. coli. For a young, healthy individual, an infection from one of these bacteria might result in a few miserable days of gastrointestinal distress. For someone over 60, the consequences can be catastrophic. A Listeria infection, for instance, can lead to meningitis, an inflammation of the membranes surrounding the brain and spinal cord, which can be fatal. Salmonella can cause severe dehydration and may enter the bloodstream, leading to a life-threatening systemic infection known as sepsis. E. coli can produce powerful toxins that lead to hemolytic uremic syndrome, HUS. The immune system of an older adult simply doesn't have the same resilience or rapid response capability it once did. It is less equipped to fight off these aggressive invaders, making seniors far more susceptible to the most severe complications of foodborne illness. Any potential benefits from the enzymes or probiotics in raw milk are dwarfed by the immense and potentially lethal risks. Modern, high-quality probiotics are available in safe, tested supplements and fermented foods that don't carry the risk of deadly pathogens. Choosing to drink raw milk is an unnecessary gamble with your life, based on unsubstantiated claims that ignore a century of proven food science. The risk is immense, the scientifically proven benefit is negligible, and the potential outcome is unthinkable. Number 4. Skim milk. This selection may come as a surprise, as skim milk has been promoted for decades as the heart-healthy, diet-friendly choice. It has zero fat, fewer calories, and all the protein and calcium of its whole milk counterpart. On the surface, it seems like the perfect option for a health-conscious senior. However, the story is more complex, and the aggressive processing that creates skim milk may introduce its own set of problems. When you strip all the fat from milk, you also remove the essential fat-soluble vitamins that are naturally present. These include vitamin A, crucial for vision and immune function, vitamin D, which is non-negotiable for calcium absorption, vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant, and vitamin K, vital for blood clotting and bone health. While milk producers are required to fortify skim milk with vitamins A and D, the natural synergy of these nutrients within the milk fat matrix argue that the absorption of these added vitamins may not be as efficient without the presence of fat. Furthermore, consider the composition of what remains. By removing the fat, you are left with a beverage that is proportionally higher in milk sugar or lactose. For many older adults, the ability to produce lactase, the enzyme needed to digest lactose, decreases over time. This can lead to lactose intolerance, with symptoms like bloating, gas, cramping, while this is true for diarrhea. All dairy milk, the absence of fat in skim milk can make these symptoms more pronounced. Fat slows down the rate at which the stomach empties, which would normally allow for a slower, more manageable release of lactose into the intestines. With skim milk, the lactose can hit your system all at once, overwhelming your diminished lactase supply. Perhaps the most counterintuitive aspect is the issue of satiety. The fat in milk contributes significantly to the feeling of fullness. When you drink a glass of skim milk, it's less likely to satisfy your hunger. This can lead you to seek out other foods to feel full, and you may end up consuming more calories and potentially more carbohydrates or sugar later on. A handful of controversial but thought-provoking studies have even suggested a link between high consumption of this type of highly processed milk and certain health issues, challenging the long-held belief that it is unequivocally the healthiest choice. It's a reminder that sometimes what is taken away from a whole food can be just as important as what is left behind. Now that we've cleared the hazardous options out of your shopping cart, let's focus on the positive. It's time to explore the 4 types of milk that can actively support your health, strengthen your body, and contribute to a life of vitality and independence after 60. Number 1. Fortified low-fat, 1%. Milk, for those who tolerate dairy well. Fortified low-fat, 1% milk strikes an ideal balance. It offers a powerful nutritional punch without the heavy load of saturated fat found in whole milk. Its primary benefit for seniors lies in its dual-action approach to the fundamental building block of our skeletal system. After the age of 60, bone density naturally declines, a condition known as osteopenia, which can progress to osteoporosis, making bones brittle and highly susceptible to fractures. A hip or vertebral fracture can be a life-altering event for a senior, often leading to a loss of independence. However, calcium alone is not enough. Your body cannot effectively absorb and utilize calcium without its crucial partner, vitamin D. This is where fortification becomes so important. Most low-fat milk is fortified with a significant dose of vitamin D, a nutrient that is notoriously difficult to get from food alone, and one that our skin produces less efficiently from sunlight as we age. This synergistic pair, calcium and vitamin D, working together is your frontline defense against age-related bone loss. The second major advantage of this milk is its high-quality protein content. Each glass provides a substantial amount of complete protein, meaning it contains all 9 essential amino acids your body needs to build and repair tissues. This is critically important in the fight against sarcopenia, the progressive loss of muscle mass, strength, and function that is a hallmark of aging. Maintaining muscle mass is not about aesthetics. It's about preserving your ability to live a full and active life. Strong muscles support your joints, improve your balance to prevent falls, and keep your metabolism active. A diet rich in high-quality protein, like that found in fortified low-fat milk, provides the necessary resources for muscle protein synthesis, helping you hold on to that precious muscle tissue. The small amount of fat in 1% milk also helps with the absorption of the fat-soluble vitamins, A and D, and contributes to a greater sense of satiety than skim milk, helping to control your appetite and manage your weight effectively. For a senior without lactose intolerance, fortified 1% milk is a reliable, accessible, and scientifically backed choice for supporting bone density and muscle integrity. Number 2. Unsweetened fortified almond milk. For individuals who are lactose intolerant, have a milk allergy, or simply prefer a plant-based diet, unsweetened fortified almond milk is an outstanding choice. The first and most critical words to look for on the label are unsweetened and fortified. The unsweetened varieties contain virtually no sugar and are significantly lower in calories than even skim milk, making them an excellent tool for blood sugar management and weight control. Managing diabetes, or simply trying to maintain a healthy weight to reduce stress on their joints. The term fortified is equally important. By itself, almond milk is not a natural source of calcium or vitamin D. However, reputable manufacturers fortify their products to match or even exceed the levels found in dairy milk. This means you can get the same bone-protecting benefits without any of the lactose-related digestive issues. It's imperative to read the nutrition label to confirm that a serving provides at least 20 to 30% of your daily value for both calcium and vitamin D. Beyond its bone health benefits, almond milk is a natural source of vitamin E. This potent antioxidant acts like a bodyguard for your cells, protecting them from the oxidative stress caused by free radicals. Oxidative stress is a major contributor to the aging process and is implicated in a wide range of chronic diseases, from heart disease to cognitive decline. A diet rich in antioxidants like vitamin E can help to mitigate this cellular damage, supporting long-term health. Almond milk also has a light, pleasant taste and a smooth texture that makes it incredibly versatile. It can be used in your morning coffee or tea, poured over oatmeal or whole grain cereal, or used as a base for smoothies. Is its protein content, which is significantly lower than dairy milk or soy milk. If you choose almond milk as your primary milk, it's important to ensure you are getting adequate protein from other sources throughout the day, such as lean meats, fish, beans, lentils, or tofu, to continue supporting your muscle health. Number 3. Unsweetened fortified soy milk. Unsweetened fortified soy milk stands out as a true powerhouse in the world of plant-based milks, and it is perhaps the most nutritionally comparable alternative to dairy milk. Its most significant attribute is its protein content. Unlike most plant-based beverages, soy milk provides a complete protein, supplying all the essential amino acids your body requires, just like dairy milk. This makes it an exceptional choice for older adults focused on combating sarcopenia and maintaining muscle mass and strength. A daily serving can contribute significantly to your protein needs, supporting everything from mobility and balance to metabolic health. Again, the keywords unsweetened and fortified are non-negotiable. The fortified versions deliver the same essential calcium and vitamin D package for bone health, while the unsweetened aspect keeps it free from the inflammatory and metabolic risks of added sugars. Soy milk has been the subject of much debate due to its content of isoflavones, which are plant-based compounds that have a similar structure to estrogen. However, decades of extensive research have largely put these concerns to rest. For the vast majority of people, moderate consumption of soy foods is considered safe and is even associated with several health benefits. In fact, the isoflavones in soy milk have been shown to have a positive effect on cardiovascular health. They can help to lower LDL, bad cholesterol levels, and may improve the flexibility of blood vessels, both of which are crucial for maintaining healthy blood pressure and reducing the risk of heart disease as we age. Soy milk also provides a good source of potassium, a mineral that works in opposition to sodium to help regulate blood pressure. For those seeking a plant-based option that doesn't compromise on protein and offers unique heart health advantages, unsweetened fortified soy milk is a superior choice. Number 4. Goat's milk. Goat's milk is an often overlooked alternative that deserves serious consideration, particularly for those who experience mild digestive discomfort with cow's milk but are not severely lactose intolerant. The key difference lies in its structure. Goat's milk contains smaller fat globules and a different protein profile than cow's milk. Specifically, it has significantly lower levels of a protein called alpha S1 casein, which is a common trigger for cow's milk sensitivity. This combination of smaller fat particles and a different protein makeup means that goat's milk tends to form a softer, more easily broken down curd in the stomach. For many people, this translates to easier and more comfortable digestion, with less bloating and gas. It's important to clarify that goat's milk does contain lactose, so it is not a suitable option for individuals with clinical lactose intolerance, but for those with a sensitivity to cow's milk protein, it can be a game changer. Nutritionally, goat's milk is a powerhouse. It is naturally rich in calcium, often containing more per serving than cow's milk. It is also a good source of other essential minerals like potassium, which is vital for managing blood pressure, and phosphorus, which works alongside calcium to build strong bones. Furthermore, goat's milk contains a higher concentration of prebiotics in the form of certain carbohydrates called oligosaccharides. These prebiotics act as food for the beneficial bacteria in your gut, helping to promote a healthy and diverse microbiome. A thriving gut microbiome is linked to improved digestion, a stronger immune system, and even better mental health. While it can be slightly more expensive and harder to find than cow's milk, its unique digestive properties and robust nutrient profile make goat's milk an excellent and highly beneficial option for the right individual. Navigating your nutritional choices after 60 is one of the most powerful steps you can take to safeguard your long-term health and vitality. The simple act of choosing your daily milk is not so simple anymore. It requires a conscious decision to move away from outdated habits and embrace options that truly serve your body's changing needs. By avoiding the pitfalls of saturated fat, added sugars, and bacterial risks, and instead choosing beverages rich in bone-building, muscle-supporting nutrients, you are investing directly in a future filled with more strength, mobility, and independence. Your health is your greatest asset, and every informed choice you make in the kitchen is a deposit into that precious account. What did you think of this list? Do you have a preferred milk that has worked wonders for you? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your journey could inspire someone else in our community.